Salvete this is I'm Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and welcome back to another episode of Donkey Kong Country Returns. In the last episode, we outran some rising lava in 8-7 because some tropes just never die. We collected a bunch of items and stuff in 8K because the ancient monkey gods of the temple wanted to reward us while challenging us at the same time. And we played a lot more of these levels than you actually saw on camera because I am a definitively imperfect player. So all we have left to do at this point is to beat the final boss who's been causing all this trouble in the first place. So let us enter 8B, Tiki Tong Terror. Obviously the big boss of the Tikis is named Tiki Tong. There's that alternate remix of the lava theme that I could have sworn showed up in an entire level that never actually did. And we have a cutscene, and is this what we think it is? Well, that depends entirely on what we think it is, but yes, you remember 7R, that gimmick, that vertical rocket barrel level? Well, we have another one, sort of. This one's significantly harder than 7R was. Whoa. Case in point. Significantly harder than 7R, but it is actually the start of our level. In this case, we don't do the boss just immediately. We have this part to get through first. Don't think there are any puzzle pieces in here, though. The really annoying thing about this, however, is that there's no Diddy barrel after this part, though you do get a checkpoint. So if you lose it, if you get all the way up to Tiki Tong and then die to him, you're not gonna get Diddy for the rest of the battle. Fortunately, you do, like I said, at least get a checkpoint after that. These guys are actually a little bit tricky to avoid, but nothing we can't handle. I don't think there are puzzle pieces in this one. Alright, made it to the top. I actually remember that one being longer, but I will take it. Donkey Kong thinks something's wrong with your rocket barrel there. He lies on the ground, Buddy by his side. The background is ominous looking. There is a giant pile of bananas. Who cares about anything else? Let's eat bananas. They're so shiny. You know, by my standards, those bananas would be so underripe. I pretty much don't eat them unless they at least have some brown spots on them. Point is, hello Tikis, hello Tiki Tong. See all these instruments? It's time for a band, and I'm gonna sing with bananas. Because that makes sense. Throw the bananas into Tiki Tong. And if you thought the Kongs were obsessed with bananas, Tiki Tong clearly wants them. Well, I guess when you eat bananas, you get them inside you too. That's just an interesting way of doing it. So let's barf some banana goop all over the other Tikis. Fuse them together while we're at it. Because suddenly giant hands. And here's our boss battle. Now the good news about this fight is Tiki Tong telegraphs his attacks like forever in advance. Unfortunately, they come so fast that they actually are pretty difficult to avoid. Especially that clapping one. I hope he doesn't do that again, but if he does. Yeah, this. That is really difficult to avoid because you have to react like almost instantly. Unless you do, as I just did, and go over the edge and bounce off one of the heads. The only reason I even know you can do that is from watching somebody else's LP. Ah, that sucked. Well, no more Diddy for me. That's too bad. There's only... See, and even if there's only one hand left, it's still a pain. High five. What? You say my high fives actually just crush you flat? Picky, picky. And apparently we can get the bananas back. As well. I guess I could have mentioned that earlier, but it's time for phase 2. It's time for die. And we actually get a silhouette of the world boss now that we know who it is. Unfortunately, we don't get Diddy, which just seems like an oversight to me. Seriously. Every other boss stage give you Diddy. This one gives you Diddy at the beginning when you're not likely to need him, because if you're gonna take hit, you'll just die instantly. Just why did they do it that way? Yeah, that's really the best way to dodge that clap attack. This is his easiest attack to dodge. Your hand has exploded into bananas. How does that make you feel? You actually can jump on his hand when he's doing the... moving his hands with this one. The one that he just smacked me with. But it's not very easy to do so. And obviously, as you can tell, you're supposed to jump on the conspicuous big red buttons on the backs of his hands. You'll notice there's also a button on top of him. And if you think that that's going to become important later, you would be absolutely correct. I had an opportunity to jump on him there, but I missed it. Now this is a little bit mean. It actually does give you a heart, but it's on fire. I thought that missed me. Dang it. Oh, also, why do we have to watch this cutscene over again every time? Like I said, just because he telegraphs his moves like an eternity in advance doesn't make them easy to dodge. If you have good reflexes, which I don't. Actually, that's the first time I've seen him do both of his hands, or use both of his hands with that attack. Also, the first time I've seen him do the face up. I can't believe I avoided that. I believe I said before that if you can, it's probably best to take out one hand first, but honestly, if you can get any hits in on him, take the opportunity, even if it's not the hand you would have liked. See, the clap attack wouldn't be as hard to dodge if he always had the same timing, but he doesn't. Oh, he can fake you out like that, too. Pathetic ape. Unless I bring my hand down here, you can do nothing! There, I got him that time. Probably best to stand where the gap is, or at least where the quickest one falls down. I'm an idiot. I was thinking you could hit him during that, but nope, not exactly. There we go. I don't remember how many hits he takes during this phase. He has to be close. I would say either one or two more. I also really could use a heart here. And it doesn't look like he's giving me one this time. Well, bummer. That was a lot of flaming things. That was 4 rounds of them. Alright, that was it. We pressed the big red button one too many times, at least for him. It's a perfect number of times for us because we get our bananas back. And apparently, get launched all the way to the moon. Okay then. But Donkey Kong has an idea. Punch the moon! And drop it on the island. Yeah, that'll work. Sure. Because that's totally not going to do anything or have any side effects. Yeah, that's just silly. But the important part is we now have bananas, and the animals aren't hypnotized anymore. What thing? His hand hurts a bit. Yeah, it's a good thing apes have no need for physics, because that was, like, somewhere all sorts of scientists are crying during that cutscene. It's raining bananas, it's so glorious. Poor Tiki Tong, all he ever wanted was to be able to play his 3DS like the rest of everyone, but he didn't have any hands! The horror. But yeah, we've beaten the game. Image gallery updated, music and diorama gallery updated. Hello credit sequence and remix of Credits Concerto from the first game. See, even Donkey Kong has a handheld console to play. Okay, never mind. Not remix of Credits Concerto. Remix of the same main theme that already gets remixed too much. Now, I suppose during this you're probably expecting me to say something about what I thought about the game and, you know, how I liked it and all that. Well, I would, but the thing is, we're not actually done yet, because there is a secret world, as I believe we'll find out at the end of this, and I'm going to do that. And also, I've never shown off any of the items, so it'll be nice to see what those do, I think. I will say that it's been quite a ride, and it's been fun, and that is a dangerous position to be in. Of course, on the other hand, that means that the perfect time to talk about the game is basically just passing me by. I guess I can talk about Tiki Tong, but then again, I pretty much said everything I need to. Like I said, he telegraphs all of his attacks, but they still come out pretty quickly. And he's still probably the hardest boss in the game. I mean, I guess he competes with the previous two. Sunset. Cards. I wonder if there are any images during this sequence that didn't make it into the final game. I don't see any, but I think I've heard something about her recently. What was it? And who's Kenji Yamamoto anyway? I wonder what else he did the music for. But no, we don't have any of the old team working on the music in this game. Character supervisors, artwork, etc., etc. Lots of credits. Hello, Octopus. That one stayed down for an awfully long time. Oh yeah, and we have to go through each individual division of Nintendo as well. Ugly. That Tiki looks just so bored. Like, put a caption over that image with some text in impact font. Can't forget Reggie. Oh, Tiki Tong's hands get separate frames, sure. Okay, yeah. Can't forget Satoru. R.I.P. Satoru Iwata. I mean, obviously, all rights reserved. See, I told you there was more afterward. These bananas are falling. That does not seem like it would be enough weight to push that pedestal down. But mysterious statues and light, and suddenly it's the Temple of Trinitas. No, it's the... what is a temple? Anyway, Golden Temple revealed. Indeed. And that is where we'll be going next time. So with that, I leave you with that knowledge, and I'll see you in the next episode, which I guess it'll be the final main one at least. But yeah.